You're listening to episode 7 of Namaslay Inc, the podcast. This week, hosts Angelina and Nicole will be talking about meditation. In this episode, they talk about how to start meditating, ways to calm your mind, and finding the form of meditation that's right for you. This is a beautiful episode to listen to if you're wanting to start to meditate or would like to learn of new ways to meditate. This is Namaslay Inc, the podcast, episode 7. Namaslay.
Hey! Welcome to Namaslay.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Angelina.
And today the topic is going to be meditation. I think that the best way to start today's session is have Angelina do her beautiful grounding work. And so we can all just tune in and we'll just jump right in.
Perfect. Now, the purpose of grounding is just to get you, away from your thoughts and, have you feel settled and just be in the moment. And so just start with a deep breath. Even that just changes the whole chemical process in your body. Just take a moment to go inward and sit in a comfortable position. Your feet could be on the floor, you could be laying down. Wherever you are, where you're sitting and you feel connected to what is beneath you. Now imagine roots growing from your body through the ground, going further down beneath into the dirt, past rocks, past water tables. And they're growing these roots deeper into the earth, through more dirt, through more rock, through water. You can hear it. You can feel the nutrients that they're picking up from the earth, revitalizing your body, feeding your soul. The roots, they wind down deeper to the core of the earth. The roots wrap around the core of the earth. And all of this abundance and peace and love and protection just flow over your whole body. And whenever you feel ready, open your eyes. You grounded?
I'm so grounded. Are you grounded? This is so good.
I'm pretty floaty, so to ground me takes quite a bit.
I know.
So, just a quick break in the show before we get too deep into conversation to read a review that one of our amazing listeners left over on Apple Podcasts. This one is from Alta V, and it reads, "Every episode is very empowering and motivating. I love listening to it on Mondays as it gives me a great start to the week. The topics are things that I wish I could have listened to when I was younger. I'm so proud of these women for starting these conversations and being so brave and vulnerable. I'm ready to Namaslay." Wow, thanks Alta. It's such a wonderful thing to hear that what we are talking about is touching you in such an amazing way, and I'm so glad that you are ready to Namaslay the day. And I just want to encourage everyone listening, if you haven't already left a review for our podcast, please go and do so now. It would mean the absolute world. I mean, what you waiting for, girl? Okay, now back to the show.
We had such a good topic that we wanted to share with you guys today, which was meditation. And as someone who went through a lot of transition in life, meditation was something that became my peace and serenity, and I'm sure it was the same for you, right?
Honestly, that's the best part, is that I've done so much work, but meditation is not my thing. I wish it was. I'm trying to learn from you. So we actually are kind of like on different spectrums, where for me, meditation doesn't come easy. The second I try to close my eyes, the groundings work because there's a whole flow of thought. But for me, I close my eyes and I'm thinking about like what I need to do next. And
but that's normal.
So no, it is. But I would like to learn to meditate more.
Okay. Well, I've been
and get past the hard part.
Right. The hard part is just quieting your mind, to be honest. I've been meditating on a consistent basis for 3.5 years. I wouldn't say I'm like a meditation guru, but I do feel like that I do know the basics.
You know, when your friend's sending you Abraham Hicks, they're pretty.
That's what we do. I'm like, girl, listen to this Abraham Hicks real quick. Let's start our day on a different note. But again, this is why we have this platform for you guys. We want to be that love and support. Mm-hmm. We want to be that friend that reminds you what your inner power is.
And your life doesn't have to be even great. You could be in a place where you're just like, I need that camaraderie and that support and that encouragement. And we've all done that for each other, but this is bigger than that. And we want to be that support for you to help you grow your business, to help you handle family stuff and your own personal well-being and love and whatever else it is.
You know that one friend that doesn't judge you no matter all the crazy things you do? That's us.
We do not judge a friend.
We don't judge. We're just like, hey girl, let's talk about it. What do you need? Yeah. So that's why we're here. And again, we're so grateful to have you guys join us. Namaslay. So first question, as someone who wants to learn a little bit more about meditation, what would you say you would like to start?
The second that I try, it's hard for me to get past a few minutes because what I was taught or what I think of meditation is that you're just supposed to be quiet. And that it's not okay to even think that you're thinking, if that makes sense. You're like, quit thinking. And then like, I'm thinking about not thinking. Right. So I don't exactly really know what it means. And I know that there are guided meditations, but then, you know, you have like a TV on. And so it's very kind of mysterious to me.
Well, first thing I would like to share is meditation is a little bit difficult if you've never tried it, and don't expect yourself to just go from never meditating to becoming this like perfectly aligned, quiet mind person, because it does take work. It's like working out. When you first start working out, it's a little uncomfortable, your muscles hurt, you don't want to do it, you wake up in the morning, you contemplate whether today is going to be the day or tomorrow is going to be the day you start. But just the way I did meditation was I like to wear my most comfortable piece of clothing. Like, you have to be comfortable. So whether that's like a long dress for you, or maybe even be naked. If you're in your house and you just want to be in your element, you could do that too. But just wear something where you feel comfortable. You can try laying down or sitting up. There's not like a specific formula. It's just where you're feeling centered. So for me, I like to lay down and meditate. And I first started out with just quieting my mind for 2 minutes. I know people will say 15 to 20 minutes, which is great, but you can't expect yourself to do that when you're first starting out. Mm-hmm. So just try 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. I lay there. I like to put both hands on my heart, because my heartbeat is what brings me back to center when I'm feeling like scattered brain, like you were saying. You know, you're like, oh, what am I going to do? I got to make lunch after this, and then my boss is going to call me. You know, your mind starts to wander. So I put my hands on my heart and I just try to focus on my heartbeat. I close my eyes, and every time I think of something, I say, not right now. I'll come back to that when this 2 minutes is over. I can give myself 2 minutes. And then as you do that, you do 5 breaths in. You hold it for 2 seconds, 7 breaths out. And then you just repeat. And every time your brain starts to scatter again, you just bring it back to your heartbeat, because your hands are here. You can literally feel your heart pulse, which is such an intimate feeling from you to you. Because you're like, wow, like I feel my heart. We don't really sit there and really feel ourselves. So you just go back to that. You breathe again. You relax. And again, every time a thought comes, you say, not right now. In 2 minutes, I'll come back to you when I'm done in 2 minutes, you know? Because we are responsible adults and we do have things to do.
Got a nice inner voice.
I literally tell myself, girl, not right now.
Bitch, shut your eyes.
Right. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Right now, it's not the time. So that's how I do it. And then as you master it, you just do 3 minutes and then 4 minutes. And then the goal is to work up to 20 minutes. So sometimes it takes people 9 months to master 15 minutes.
No, that makes sense too.
Yeah. But it's such a ecstasy feeling. Like the feeling that you get is such a natural high that like yesterday when I woke up, I was having like a really weird off morning, and I was like, why am I, because I didn't have time to meditate. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have time to meditate, and I was like, I'll be fine, I'll just listen to some Abraham driving. And then I felt my mood being so off, and I'm like, oh, I can't. I pulled over and I meditated in my car. And after I meditated, I was like, oh, I feel great. Like that's my body was like, where is it at? Like I need my me time. So just try that.
That's a great thing to need too, you know, because a lot of us were just like coffee first thing in the morning. I'm not even gonna I'm like, don't talk to me until I've had coffee. No, but we just, we start our day, we sit there a little bit, but it's nice to have a morning routine and, really get into that habit. And I think like where my hardship with learning how to meditate stemmed from is that when you've been through a lot and, we automatically, 80% of our thoughts just by nature are negative. We have about 60,000 thoughts a day, which is really incredible. And then 80% of those are negative, so that's about 45,000 negative thoughts. And they're usually the same negative thoughts. And the reason that we have that is a survival mechanism, so that we could think of all the things that would go wrong in a day that could possibly, hurt us, or so you had to think of all the things that would go wrong. Clearly we don't need that anymore. So rewiring the brain and noticing what those thought patterns are and kind of correcting them and changing them is where the magic really starts to happen and your brain actually starts to rewire. But even still, even for people who've kind of mastered that a little bit or who have worked on it, negative thoughts are still going to come up. So, when you've been through trauma or you are depressed or you, even if it's a genetic thing, you don't want to sit there and be quiet because that's going to trigger stuff that you don't want to deal with, and you've gotten really good at probably not dealing with it, and you work hard, you're always busy, you're always looking for things to do, and that's where I think it became hard for me, because I didn't, when I slow down, then I'm so worried that those negative thoughts are going to come in.
Yeah, I mean they are. And it's normal if they do.
But you have to work through it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I just think of it as think of a massage. You know how you go get a massage, somebody's just massaging you, you feel great. Think of meditation as massaging from the inside out.
a soul massage.
It's a soul massage. So even when you're thinking, just say, because you have those negative thoughts when someone is massaging you, right? Let's say you go to a spa and they're massaging you, even though you're trying so hard to enjoy the moment, those negative thoughts are still coming, right?
Yes.
And you tell yourself, hell no, I'm getting a massage right now. It's not the time. I'm trying to enjoy this. And you just lay back. So do the same thing when you're meditating. When you're having those negative thoughts, just think, I'm actually massaging myself from the inside out. And this is just like it would be any other day. I got this. And the biggest thing is, don't judge yourself for the thoughts you're having. Because I always tell people, if we had a friend who talked to us the way we talk to ourselves sometimes, we wouldn't be friends with them. Mm-hmm. We'd be like, hell no, she's a bitch. I'm not, I'm not.
She's super judgy.
Right, she's super judgy. She's super mean. But for some reason, we subconsciously have those thoughts within ourselves. Right. And so it's very important to recognize that, and again, don't expect yourself to just overnight just fix it, but those little changes. Nikki says this beautiful thing. She says, if you make small changes, okay, don't quote me because I'm probably not saying this right, but something in the sense of, if you make small changes, you don't even realize that you're being different, but over time the momentum builds, and next thing you know, you're like, wow, I actually made some major changes without even realizing that it was happening. So that's kind of kind of the goal, you know? So just try it. You guys will love it. And there's so many different types of meditations you could do. You could do silent, where you just sit quietly and listen to your heartbeat with your hand over your chest. You could do guided. You could do group meditation. If you guys feel like you have a hard time meditating, we all are connected with people who are also in the meditation realm, so we can connect you guys, and you guys can do one-on-one meditation with them until you learn and master it, because sometimes you need a coach for that. So you need a meditation coach. Just try it. And because if you do, after like doing a few sessions with them, you start to master that on your own, and they become your inner voice, and next thing you know, you're meditating.
Yeah, and any little thing you do like that, it's that you're going to do daily, you know, and it could be even starting with like guided meditation, but that one little thing, that 5 minutes that you give yourself every day has a huge impact.
Yeah.
Like a month later, 6 months later, or you know, anything that you do good for yourself.
Yeah. Can I ask you a personal question?
Absolutely.
What is it in the morning? What's your morning routine? Like, as soon as you wake up, what's the first thing you do?
I'm like, I got half an hour to go to work. That's what I do every morning. No lie. So,
no, what I meant was, like, do you pick up your phone and you check your email?
No, you know what I learned is that actually Instagram was created. The creator of Instagram really understood how the brain worked. And he actually focused on addiction. So he knew that if you picked up your phone first thing in the morning and you checked all your stuff, that you would become addicted to it. So because I remember that, I'm like, I'm not going to do that for the first 10 minutes. Sometimes it goes 5.
Yeah.
But when you're first waking up, your brain is actually bigger than from when you went to sleep, because your brain hydrates while you're sleeping. Such an interesting fact. And then when you wake up as well, you're in a theta mind state. So you're more a little bit more, not vulnerable, it's not the right word, but very, very receptive. And so anything that you do in the morning will become habitual. And so that's why those morning practices are actually, they have a big impact on how the rest of your day is going to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's really fascinating. Yeah. So I would like to wake up earlier, but I also love my bed. So it's a problem.
I'm a morning person. I'm up at like 4:30. I'm up before the sun is up. You are too, though. You're a morning person.
Oh no,
you're not a 6 a.m.
No.
morning person?
I'm a 2 a.m. in the morning person. Writing my next speech, and I literally wrote my bio at 3 o'clock.
Do you feel that your brain gives you more inspiration at night?
I think that there's different kind of people. There's definitely the people who are more, and the morning people are usually a little bit more conscious. They're a little bit more responsible. They're a little bit more organized. But there are also night people, and those people are very creative. They're the people that you can really depend on. Yeah. They're the people who are really like loving and grounded. And so, I mean, we're all different. We're trained to think that we need to operate the best in the morning, because that's when we go to school. It's when we go to work. So that's kind of like what we think. You know, that you're supposed to just be okay in the morning. But if you're a night person, that's messed up.
I know, right?
And I fall into that category.
I'm a little bit of both.
But regardless, I mean, whether you're doing meditation after the kids go to sleep, or after everybody in your house is asleep and there's just that peace and there's no energy floating around.
That's a good point.
It may be the right time for you to put something like that in.
There's even nighttime meditation. You tried that last night. Tell us about that.
Awesome. Yes. Actually, I have something happening in my life that is really, really super duper big. I can't talk about it yet, but when it happens, I will divulge. But it's big, and I was like, nervous belly, and so you suggested a nighttime meditation that goes for like 8 hours, and it was all these like kind of positive affirmations, and I woke up in a completely different state of mind. I literally woke up going, I can do this. And I didn't have any of that negative self-commentary, or I felt good about everything that was happening instead of nervous.
And that's what I love about the nighttime meditation, is that you just let it play. And I literally put my Dre beats on, and I just go to sleep, and I just let it play while I'm sleeping, because your brain is subconsciously picking up the positivity that you're hearing. So if you have a hard time actually sitting there in the morning and meditating, maybe you should try the nighttime meditation first.
Yeah.
Because it's just easy, just putting it on and like going to sleep with it, and then just waking up in the morning feeling super refreshed. We want to create a safe space for you guys to be able to have the support system that you need to make that transition that you want to make in your life, whether it's career, health, wellness, you know, having a better relationship with your family and friends. We're here for you guys, and if we can't help you, we will give you resources.
But you can do that by following Namaslay Inc. And, you know, just even reaching out. There's a registration page on the link and the bio link, and we would love you to have you be, you know, a part of these talks, and everybody's welcome. And we're just here to give you support through whatever you're going through.
The support we didn't have.
Yeah, I mean, even yesterday, I called Nicole and I was like, I need to hear from you right now, because you need to tell me what I need to hear. I don't even know what it is.
Right? And it just comes, you know. So we want to create this space for you guys that we wish we had when we were going through our life transition. So every Saturday we do have a Sister Circle Saturday. And we do, you know, touch upon different topics. We're open to suggestions. If you guys want to talk about a certain topic, please DM us and let us know what it is that you would like us to talk about. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. I love when people give me... Meditation was actually something that someone else requested as well. And they were like, well, can you talk about meditation and how to start it and what to do? So DM me at Nicole Arjamand or Angelina if you want to share your platform. You can DM her as well, and we can send you meditations to try. So would you like to share your Instagram?
Sure. My Instagram is at Cali.real.life. So Cali Real Life.
I love it.
But you could also look me up by my name, Angelina Christopher, and I also have a website, angelinachristopher.com, where I talk about the science of happiness.
Perfect. And again, you guys can reach out, and we will literally personally text you the meditation that we feel would best work for you for wherever you are in your journey. So
yes. And just know that we're sending all of you just like amazing, vibrant, awesome vibes today for all kinds of miracles to happen, because that's what we do. And the mind is a powerful, powerful thing. So just know you are so loved.
Yes, absolutely. Would you like to add anything else, or would you like to close it up with another beautiful affirmation or something positive to just start everyone's beautiful Saturday?
You know, a cool one is where you just you can just imagine like a orange light coming from your belly, and let's watch it, feel it getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's filling your body. And this is the universe. This is love and peace and joy and all those miracles and positivity that the universe has to give you. And just feel it grow and grow till it totally fills the room. And just sit there with that power of that universe just like streaming through you, that energy is becoming so big that it's filling the room. It's going out into the neighborhood. It's like massively big. And then allow it to shrink back down, back down, back down, back down into your belly. And that is always there for you to use when you need it. The universe literally lives inside you.
What a great way to start my Saturday. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Please follow us at Namaslay Inc. on social media. Please tag us. If you guys want to reach out to us, feel free. We're all available for you.
And, you know, even if something's happening in your life that is not great, like we want to hear about it.
Yeah.
We want to, that's what we're doing this for, is we want to help. So you don't need to just come in and say hi and be surface level. You can just come in with the stuff that's in your heart and on your mind.
And we've all, you know, myself, Angelina, Nikki, Kiara, and Severina, who are all the other beautiful women that we co-create this platform with, we all have our own personal crazy life stories. So trust me when I tell you guys, we will relate. We all want to connect. We want to like share our energy with you guys and share our journeys with you guys as you're sharing yours with ours, and just enjoy this commonality that we have, which is the love for each other. So thank you. Namaslay.
Namaslay your day.